The next section is cleansing service. Please perform a skin cleansing service. You will have 14 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 7 minutes remaining. You may begin.
Okay, so I am going to start off my section with sanitizing my hands just to make sure I can slow down my brain, make sure that I'm not moving too fast. After I sanitize my hands, I am going to get paper towel and my EPA bottle and spray my station. Okay, I can set down my bottle and I'm going to take my time wiping. Make sure that they see you sanitize both your hands and your station. So if you have to take a little bit longer doing that, do that. At this point, this is trash. I will put this into the trash can and sanitize my hands one more time before going into my kit. At the same time, going into my kit, I'm just gonna open it just enough to grab the one bag that I need, so it makes it easier for me to close it up. At this point, I will not set my bag on the table. I will then sanitize my hands one more time before going into this bag because it is a sanitary bag. In previous videos, you've seen students hold it underneath their elbow. The goal is to hold it with your elbow and not up under your arm. So it should be further down on your elbow like such when you go to sanitize. At this point, I will open up my bag and I'm going to release everything out of my bag and throw away the bag. I'm not worrying about closing it up. I'm going to sanitize my hands again, and then I'm going to open up my bag and get rid of those. Sanitize my hands again. If you are going to have multiple little bags into your section, you do have to sanitize your hands before going into each smaller bag. Okay. At this point, I will throw away that bag and I will sanitize one more time. At this point, I'm going to set up my Lisa. And then I'm just going to organize my station a little bit. Putting on the headband. She is prepared. Before starting my service, I am going to sanitize my hands one more time. To begin this service, I am going to make sure that my labels are facing my proctors just to make sure that they see that my items are labeled and that they know what I'm picking up. So I can see the label just from the side, it's eye makeup removal. So I'm going to pick up my eye makeup remover. I'm going to pick up my cotton rounds and I am going to douse them. At this point, I put them on Lisa. You do not need gloves if you do not want gloves for this section of the test because it does not require gloves. If you want gloves because you are wearing nails or you have jewelry on, then nails should be required. At this point, I'm going to wipe. And I'm going to dispose of those. I do like to separate my eye and lip removal just to slow me down to make sure that I am not moving too fast. Here I am going to hold one side and swipe across about 3 times. And then I'm going to hold the other side and swipe across about 3 times. With that section, I am done with removal of eye and lip makeup. and I'm going to move into cleansing. So I'm going to apply the cleanser, cleanse the face, and then remove the cleanser. Now that I've removed the eye and lip makeup, I am going to go ahead and put on gloves because this cleanser will absorb into my hands if I don't. It is okay to take your time here. You have plenty of time to finish this section, and all you have to do after this is remove it, okay? So I'm going to pick up my cleanser, open it up, and put it directly into my hands, close my cleanser, throw it away. Not over my Lisa. I'm going to then apply the cleanser. You can see the cleanser sudsing up. That is exactly what we want. Just a little bit of effleurage here is fine. We do not have to show any type of massage movements here. Just to cleanse. Do this about 3 to 4 times, just ensuring that my proctor saw me cleansing the face. That is all that is needed. Okay, at this point, my proctor saw me. She has graded me on cleansing the face. What I am going to do is remove my gloves. I'm going to go ahead and throw away my extra cotton rounds, sanitize one more time. Pick up my 4x4s and remove the cleanser. On this part, we are looking for all the product to be removed. So that is up under the nose, up under the chin, wherever it may be, we want it removed. If I use the same 4x4s, I'm just gonna fold them and wipe. If my 4x4s are just too dirty, then I will throw these away, sanitize again, and grab 2 more 4x4s just to go back in and to wipe wherever there might have been additional product. At this point, I'm going to throw away my 4x4s, sanitize, throw away my extra implements. I am going to EPA my station. And wipe down everywhere I EPA'd. Going to throw away this paper towel, and I'm just checking the floor to make sure I didn't drop anything that needs to be picked up, or else it would be points taken off. And then I'm going to finish with sanitizing my hands. At this point, I am done with my section. I do not need to replace my headband because I did not contaminate it. I will raise my hand to signify that I am done and wait for my proctor to let me know.